Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time it is where you are, but right now it is time for more insight. This is insight you can trust because there is more where it came from. If you're watching this, go ahead and share it with a friend. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure y'all lock in, make sure y'all comment for sure. That's the only way that this channel grows. That's the only way that this channel can get the exposure. And it also helps me grow as well. If you don't mind, in addition to your subscription, make sure you become a member. That helps support the channel. That helps us get good guests. That helps us put the word out even more. Today, I have a special guest in the building, y'all. And man, where do I start? Some people talk about the grind. Some people live the grind. My next guest isn't just a former pro. He's not just a head coach. He's a champion. In addition to the champion, he is family. And I got the shirt on today, BTW. We are one family, one destiny. I've known this guy since old Atlanta days. I ain't talking about this new Atlanta. Y'all know new Atlanta. We go back to old Atlanta. Washington High School.
Yes, sir.
The city felt different before they had all the new skyline. This is before the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Before social media told you that you needed to move there. It's full now.
Yeah.
Back when your name meant something in the hallways, we ran the hallways of Washington High and it just felt good.
Yeah.
From the classrooms on the west side, he went to Stillman College, a 12-year professional career across the NFL, CFL, UFL, AFL, to now he's leading men as the head coach of the Minnesota Monsters. This man ain't lucky, y'all. This man is blessed. He's had longevity in a sport that doesn't have longevity. And I attribute it to just that old Atlanta, y'all. This is a man who's seen locker rooms at every level. He's been cut, he's been counted out, but he's been crowned and he's been called back. And now he's pouring all of that experience into building something bigger than himself. From Washington High, this man is worldwide. From a player to a leader, from Atlanta to arena champion, my brother, my friend, Daron Clark Jr. is in the building. Welcome to More Insight. How you doing, man?
How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, man, I can't call it. Man, I know I'm back at home now because I'm saying stuff like I can't call it. Man,
Yeah.
what they say, if I had your hands, I'd be doing even better. Whatever the old folks say.
Yeah, I feel you. Man, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm well. How is the weather right now in Minnesota? I know it's crazy in Atlanta. I'm in Memphis right now. We just recovering. What's the weather like in Minnesota?
Man, it's below zero, a lot of snow. It's been snow on the ground for like a month now. It haven't went anywhere. We live right on the water on Lake Superior, so we get a lot of cold air coming through here. Like we 2 hours from here.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So at this point, because I know we from Atlanta, so we didn't know how to drive in this snow. So you know how to drive in the snow and stuff now?
Oh, yeah. Living in Canada in 2010 and coaching in Cedar Rapids and playing in different areas where it snow a lot. Yeah, I learned I had to buy, different tires and, you had to get a different type of batteries for your car and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's different.
See, that's that kind of stuff I don't even want to have to think about. I want to just be able to get in my car and go. I don't want to have to think about what kind of battery I need for the weather. I ain't trying to get my father-in-law, he was talking about some all-range tires. I was like, brother, I don't need none of that. Just keep it simple.
Yeah. It's a big adjustment coming from the South, man. The food, the culture. So, that's what I bring to the table. And a lot of guys, they buy into it.
Hey, man, there you go. Y'all got sweet tea in Minnesota? I would imagine so.
Yeah, some sweet tea up here.
Okay, cool.
Only thing we're missing is seafood.
Yeah, man, I'm big on seafood now. Like I'm half pescatarian. I guess I'm pescatarian-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm trying to get off the beef. I'm trying to get off the chicken, but it's tough, man. I'm from Atlanta.
It's tough.
I gotta have them lemon pepper wings sometimes. That hot with lemon pepper sprinkles sometimes.
Shout out to American Deli. You already know.
American Deli. You already know, bro. You already know. But let's tap in, man. Like, I remember when you was in high school, you played on the football team. And of course, back then we like, man, this dude gonna always play football. Like everybody knows that Daron loves football.
Yeah.
When did you start playing football?
Man, I started when I was 6 years old at John F. Kennedy Middle School. I was coached under Coach Flanagan. He passed away. Rest in peace, Coach Flan. He went to University of Georgia, one of the first black quarterbacks to play at Georgia, and went to the 49ers and played behind Joe Montana. And yeah, I started with him at John F. Kennedy Middle School.
Man, so you go to John F. Kennedy, you go to Washington, you go to college. When did you first start thinking like a coach? Because, did it just come about? Were you always like a player coach on the field? How did that come about?
Yeah, man, that's a great question, man. 22 was my last year playing. I was always a coach on the field. A lot of young guys, they used to ask me to teach them how to run routes in the arena, the different angles, the different spacing. And after that, we had a great season. A couple of players that was on the team with me then, they was rookies. I signed them with me this year. I got 3 of them. But after that, I just knew I was going to be a coach. I knew I was going to be a leader and be able to lead men.
Does coaching come easy for you, or is it something that you kind of had to grow into?
Oh, being a coach is just a standard that I have. It's what I accept and it's what I won't accept. And players just have to buy into what we have going on in the organization to be great men on and off the field, be good in the community. I'm big on character. I'm big on work ethic. I'm big on guys being coachable, guys being able to process information fast. That's the way I coach.
Let me ask you this. I didn't plan this one, but it just reminded me because I know you came up under Coach Cofield, Coach Avery. Now that you're a coach, if you could go back to being a player, what's something that you would do differently now that you have that coaching experience?
It's nothing I really do different. I learned a lot from them guys. They taught me a lot coming up. And then after that, I went to college and I was coached by a lot of great coaches. Red Thompson, he went to Washington High back in the days, and he coached at Mar Brown, and he was my head coach at Stillman College. And rest in peace to Coach Bell. He was the offensive coordinator at Douglas High, one of our rivals, and he became my coach at Stillman. And I learned a lot of things from them guys, coming up through Washington High, going to Stillman College, and they taught me how to be a man on and off the field, and they carried with me through life.
Man, you throwing a whole wrench into my plans, man. I wasn't trying to go down this road, but since we're here, we got to go down that road. I know where we come from. So the environment that we were raised in, we ain't supposed to be here. Legit, we are not supposed to be here. So what are some of those things that you learned from our side of town, our hood, our inner city? What are some of those things that you learned from there that you see in your coaching? Because I know you talked about the standard is the standard. And just making sure that you're holding players accountable. But are there any other lessons that you learned from where we come from that helped you in your coaching today?
Coming up at Washington High, I had to beat the odds. I had to write an essay about my life growing up in the Vine City area. It's a lot of things you can get caught up in if you be around the wrong people. But I was always a leader. I never followed anybody. I always had my own group of guys who followed me, and I tried to, teach them the right ropes. Let's go to college. Let's change our life. Let's do what we have to do to make our mom happy. And that was my number one goal, to make my mom happy and get out the environment we was in.
And that's very true, y'all. I remember Daron walking around school. He was never the one walking with the crowd. He was legit the leader in the crowd. Mind you, at that point in life, we were all looking crazy because we was wearing size 36 jeans, 36 waist pants. Ain't even close to being 36 waist. But it was just funny now that I'm thinking about it. I remember we had the Sean John shorts with the little jogger thing at the bottom. Everybody had them, and I remember that specifically. Man, going down memory lane. What's been one of the hardest? What'd you say?
The Jabot pants, big white T-shirts.
You know it. I remember you had a headband.
Yeah,
man. What was the hardest adjustment going from leading on the field to now leading in coaching and preparation? Because I'm pretty sure the preparation is different. So what's been the hardest part?
Well, just leading the locker room, having a clear communication with my guys, setting the high standards for my guys, being accountable, building trust, addressing conflict through dialogue, being able to, teach these men how to be grown men on and off the field, love the community, love what you do, understand your why you here. So that's something I build into my guys every day because coaches had to teach me that coming up in college. I was one of them players that was always in the doghouse or whatnot. So it gave me an opportunity to work hard. I might score a long touchdown. And I remember Coach Thompson at Stillman, getting on me. I'm like, Coach, I just scored a 90-yard touchdown. But he used to always get on me about something small, but it's something that always went with me in life. So that's something I carry on as a coach and teach my guys.
Man, we see coaches today like Mike Tomlin. We see
Yeah.
Coach Prime, even Michael
Mm-hmm.
Vick. They always talk about the culture,
Yeah.
and how important culture is for a locker room. What kind of culture do you believe in, that wins championships? And
Mm-hmm.
because of the team that you're with, this is a new team. What kind of culture are you building there?
Oh, I'm big on brotherhood. It's a saying that always stuck with me. HBO, help a brother out. So that's something we do in our locker room. We make sure we stick together as a brotherhood. We stick together as a family. We fight together. We bleed together. We cry together. That's something I learned at Washington High. Like you said, one family,
Man,
one destiny. It always been something in my heart to, like, keep a brotherhood in the locker room. And football, it teach you a lot of things in life that a lot of people don't understand. They be like, why you like football so much? It help with character issues. It help you to be prepared in life. It help you with values and benefits. It help you with everything that you need, like being resilient and being focused in life. So that's something I'm real big on.
man, and those qualities there, beyond the talent, what are some of
Yeah.
those traits that you're looking for when you're evaluating talent? Because you got to bring in players. So what kind of
Mm-hmm.
players are you? Well, when you're bringing in those players, what are those three traits that you're looking for?
Or guys who coachable. Again, they work ethic, they character on and off the field. And it's one more. It's one of my biggest ones. Being able to process information fast. Like as
Yeah.
a professional athlete, you got to be able to process information fast. And you always have to watch your awareness because you never know who around you. You got to represent the organization on the front of the shirt and represent the last name because that's your legacy.
Oh, yeah. Man, you definitely said something there.
Yeah.
We come from a different generation. This generation is different.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you manage personalities? How you manage expectations? Because I know, um, for instance, mental health, that's a
Yeah.
different thing now than what was going on. It was going on when we were growing up, but
Yeah.
it's more relevant now. It's more out there. It's more in the lead way. So how are you managing personalities? How are you managing this type of generation as a coach?
Yeah, we from all around the world. Got guys from the West Coast, East Coast, the South, the North. So in the locker room, we all one. But at the same time, when we like off season, everybody have different personalities. So you gotta get used to the guys' personality who come from this face of the earth. This face of the earth. We also have guys that come from international, and when they get here, they learn a lot of things that we do different in America and the way we play football, the way we teach football. And I have a lot of great coaches that's with me too as well, who's veterans in the game. They great leaders on and off the field, and they here with me, standing by me, like we knit together. And we just try to, have clear communication with these guys, and we try to set a high standards. We want these guys to be accountable to everything they do. We love building trust. I love to address everything that's going on. Open my door to guys if
Hmm.
they have things going on with life and if they need anything going on with financial ability, like anything. So that's something I'm very big on. I had that growing up, so I try to be the same with these guys.
It feels like you've really stepped in and accepted a calling. Do you feel that you were
Yes.
called to coach? I love it,
Yes.
man. I love
I
it.
come with high
Um,
energy, man. I'm always prepared. Yeah, I come with high energy,
from
man. I'm always prepared. Um,
There you go.
can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. I think we just had a little delay, but you good.
Okay. Yeah, I come with high energy. I'm always prepared. Big on values. I want guys to understand everything that we have going on here, like from the top to the bottom. I start with the owner of the team to the GM to the head coach, and we make sure all these guys come in with the same mind frame we have. Being champions on and off the field. We try to lead them the right way or try to be resilient. That's another big word I love when it comes to building the locker room. And
Hmm.
that's one of the main things, one of my main goals.
You talk about resilience. Man,
Hmm.
you have played at every level imaginable.
Yeah,
Um, where do you find the resilience? Because so many people would have said, you know what? I'm out of here, man. I'm about to go sell some insurance. I'm about to go get my CDL.
yeah,
I'm about to go teach. How did you find that resilience to keep on persevering?
Man, I just love the game of football. Man. It did a lot for me. I've been able to see every state in the United States, being able to travel the country. I'm on my second passport. You know, being from Atlanta, we always try to see outside the box. There was something I
Yeah.
remember a teacher, you remember Miss Subtle.
Yes.
She used to do everything different. So like that carried with me in life, and I always just try to, make sure I put that into my players, and they'll be a great team, like being a championship team. That's how we are here in Minnesota.
Yeah. Man. I went to homecoming for the 20th year reunion. Um, and I didn't understand what one family, one destiny meant until
Yeah.
I went to the reunion. Um, Shouts out to Dr. Kilgore. I never understood it until I reached that point because I'm seeing so many people that, will forever be linked as students of Washington High, especially the class of '04.
Yeah.
Um, you talked about your staff. And Coach Prime talks about it all the time. Your rod and your staff, they comfort you. So I want to talk about your staff, and I want to talk about the family that you've built within your team and your staff. Um, how does that feel as a Black man to have this level of support for you and this level of support to just have for the other guys?
Man, it's a blessing, man. To have a lot of great guys around me who believe in me, like I believe in them. They always have my back. Like everything go through them first, because it's harder to get to me. They protect me everywhere I go. They make sure my guys are okay. They make sure the team is okay. They coaching these guys up the best way they can, the best way they know. We just doing this together, man. We are one
Yeah.
family, like you said, man. We always in meetings. If we're not here together right now, we meet on Zoom. We just learning each other, filling each other out. So when we get here for camp, we'll be a whole. And we're trying to do that the same for the players when we make our 24-man roster.
Whew. Man, so tell me more about that. Tell me about how this opportunity came up to be the head coach of the Minnesota Monsters.
2024 was my first head coaching job, and I was the GM as well. I scored the highest points in arena football in Cedar Rapids. I set the record with 85 points. We won 85-14. And after that, I just felt like I was the best offensive coordinator in the game. The beginning of this year, I was with Carolina Cobras in Greensboro, Carolina. I had the number one offense the first 4 weeks. And then I got an opportunity to come here in Minnesota and be the head coach for 2026.
Man, so tell me about that call when they say, "Hey, coach, we want you to be a part of our team." Where were you when you got the call?
Oh, I was in Atlanta. I had just buried my brother. Rest in peace to my brother Cortez Holloway. I was just in Atlanta, and then I got the call, and they told me, "We want you here. You're a great leader. The way you carry yourself on and off the field, the way the kids love you, your career. You feel me? And everything I did playing the game, the way I love the game, the way I prepare for the game, and that's how I lead my men on the field."
My condolences to your brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how things happen, man.
Yeah.
At a time where you feel your lowest, there's always that sign that God shows, like, "Hey, I got you."
Yeah.
There's always that one moment that says God got you. So how did you feel in that moment where you're at your lowest, but then you get this good news? How does that make you feel?
Man, I felt great. I had my family around me. I was able to talk to my mom about it. She's so proud of me, everything I do. She called me every day and just let me know how proud she is of me. And it just cheered me up to be the better man than I am yesterday. All I do is just work up and be better than I can yesterday. You feel me? So I just take everything she taught me as a kid and just prepare for life. And when I got that call, I was just so ready to get up here and do what I have to do to lead men because I know my brother watching me. And what he wanted me to do is keep coaching, fight for what I really love, and do what I have to do to make young men better. So that was really one of the feelings I had when I got the call.
How often do you get a chance to go home?
I go home like at least, I say like 6 times a year.
Do you ever ride by like your old hood?
Oh yeah, I ride by my old hood a lot. I love to see how they building it up in Vine City. It's a great community. I always let people know I stayed 3 houses down from Coretta Scott King before she passed
Yeah.
away. All the culture that Atlanta carried with Dr. Martin Luther King graduating from Washington High back in the days when he was alive and things like that. So I put the whole world on game about Atlanta, Georgia, and where we grew up at.
Man, I tell you, man. So I grew up in Oakland City. And when I do go back to Oakland City, just to ride around, man, it just further confirms, like, first of all, it's like, thank God, like,
Yeah.
we made it out. But then
Mm-hmm.
it's also like, dang, it brings back like those humble beginnings. Like, I can't even describe how it feels to drive around Oakland City now, because it just does something to me.
Yeah.
But it also keeps me going. And speaking of going, uh, this isn't the end of your story. This isn't the end of your chapter. What are some of those future goals that you are working towards, that you want to see for yourself?
You know, the next goal to be an NFL coach. I'm working so hard to reach that goal. I'm only 40 years old. You know, we 40 now. It feels
Yeah,
different
man.
saying that. But yeah, man, you know, I just try to do the best I can to reach my goal. I fight for it every day. I bring strong leadership to a locker room, very situational awareness, culture, you feel me? Consistent and brotherhood, HBO.
There you go. Your players, I know they're special to you. What do you want your
Yeah.
former players, your current players, what do you want them to say about you?
Oh, I learned from the best. Um, he be a great man on and off the field. He always showed me the ropes when I needed it. He always transparent. He always tell us the truth. It's easy to build trust around coach because he's all about the man on his football team. And one family, one destiny. I taught them something different.
One family, one destiny, man. Man, that just hit different, man.
Yeah, that hit different.
So tell me about your upcoming season with the Minnesota Monsters. When does that season start for you all?
My guys arrived to camp March 21st. You see, I'm excited to say that. March 21st, we
Yeah.
start camp. Our first game will be in Albany, New York, April the 11th. That'll be the first game away. And our first home game will be May 22nd. So we got 4 games on the road, and then our first home game will be May 22nd. And I got a secret for everybody. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I know y'all Atlanta not gonna be here, but I'm have some Atlanta entertainers coming up here for our first home game. LY, who raps Swag Surfing, they will be
There
performing.
you go.
So everything I do it for the city of Atlanta. I do it for my family. I
Bro.
love what I do. And I love you guys. This team, we have a great team. It's just gonna be hard for me to break it down from 35 guys to 24. But when I pick that
Yeah.
24 who gonna ride with me for the season, it's gonna be a great roster.
Hey man, I've already done my little research. I peeked at the schedule. I saw y'all have a date in Nashville.
Yeah.
I'm in Memphis. That's 3 hours away. I'm going to try to make it my goal to be at that game, to support you, to support your team, and support what you're doing, man. So let's get to it. How many games are in the season?
We have, I say, 12 regular season game plus the playoffs, 2 rounds and championship. So it'd be 15 in all.
Hey, he didn't just tell y'all the regular season. The objective is 15, okay?
Yes, sir.
The objectives in 15 games. Can you let the people know where they can? Matter of fact, let me stop there. I have a segment. This is called 3-on-3. These are 3 questions. You give me your 3 answers. Like
Okay.
the young kids say, I listen. I do not judge. I do not judge. We from Atlanta, so I gotta know. Give me your 3 favorite Atlanta rappers, man.
Oh, my favorite rapper, number 1, Andre 3000. That's the GOAT.
Yep.
Number 2, this is gonna be a surprise to a lot of people, Young Dro. And number 3, right now, I love that boy Belly Kush. Like
Hey,
he represents Atlanta well. I love that boy. He doing good. He doing good things.
the Young Joe selection, it does not shock me.
Yeah.
Just because of how we came up, and because I know your swag. Everybody loved Tip, but Young Joe was really the one.
You were the one.
So that makes sense. I get it. I get it. Give me 3 of your coaching inspirations.
3 of my coaching inspirations. You know, guys who real coachable, Again, guys who have great work ethic, guys who have great character, love the community. Again, I'm big on this. Process information fast because I coach fast, we move fast, and arena is a fast-paced game. It's a high-scoring game, so it's all about offense. We're scoring a lot of points, so guys got to be locked in on their playbooks. And trust, man, being transparent to these guys, not telling them anything that they want to hear. Let them know what's going on, how the game is ran, and how life is ran off the field. I'm just big on being a leader.
And to that point, give me 3 coaches that you've modeled yourself after.
Oh, I love that boy Sean McVay. Everything he doing in the NFL, when I see him, I always mirror myself. From playing him in high school, he went to Marist High School, so we played against him all 4 years. So watching Sean is something that do something to me. Like, bro, you next. You going to the NFL next as a coach. Number 2, Mark Trestman. He was my coach in Canada. He showed me a lot of ropes. He ended up getting an opportunity to be the head coach for the Bears after he left Canada with us for 3 years. And my last coach, James Fuller, he's a coach in the arena league as well. He the one that named me Speedy. He had so much heart. He was a great leader. He always showed me what to do and what to not to do on and off the field. Coach was a great man. He got a lot of guys in different places in their life that helped them out playing football.
I love it. I love it. And to close it out, there's a big game on Sunday. They call it the Super Bowl. So we have the Patriots versus the Seahawks. I gotta know who you running with.
Man, I knew you were gonna come with this one. That's a real great question. Y'all already know I'm a big Patriots fan, so when they went against Atlanta, my whole family went against me when it was 28-3.
No, you went against the family. You went against the family.
So, I'm going with the Patriots, man. We're going to beat them 28-24. It's going to be a good game.
You know what? I'm actually right there with you. Everybody talking about Seattle, Sam Darnold, that defense, all that good stuff. Drake May ain't no punk, man. I don't care what happened in that Denver game. That was just a game.
Yeah, it was the weather.
It was the weather for sure. But I think the Patriots, everyone's talking about the Seattle defense. I'm looking at the Patriots defense and I'm looking at what their history is.
Yeah.
Taking away the thing that you like to do to make you do the thing they want you to do. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this is the game. Everybody's talking about Sam Darnold. This is the game Sam Darnold is going to show you the old Sam Darnold. I'm glad that he's ascended to where he is now. I'm glad he's got his money. But I feel like we're going to see the old Sam Darnold against this Patriots defense. So I got the Patriots as well.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a great game, man. It's going to be good for TV. Drake May, he's a Tom Brady 2.0, but he can run. So that was so good about our offense. And it's the identity we have with the Patriots. It'll never change. With the head coach they have right now, he played with the Patriots, winning 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots. So he know what we want, and he know how to win game.
I got to know this because you said you're a Patriots fan. Why are you not an Atlanta Falcons fan?
Man, Atlanta always, let me down back in the 90s when I was a kid. I used to like Deion Sanders. When they let Deion Sanders go, I was so mad as a kid. I just followed Deion everywhere he went. And then when I seen that guy Tom Brady, I kind of seen his story was like, everybody didn't believe in him. He was a 6th round pick. He was a 4th rounder at Michigan. And when he came in the league, he was a 4th rounder trying to figure it out. And then when he won that first Super Bowl, it was just over. It was over for the 2000s. It was all Tom Brady. And he wrote it. He wrote history for life. You'll never see nobody go to 10 Super Bowls and win 7. And I'm a receiver, so I love quarterbacks that throw the ball.
Hey, Coach, I ain't even going to hold you, man. Like, I tell people all the time, people look at me crazy when I say I'm not a Falcons fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a Falcons fan because growing up, I didn't like them.
Yeah.
They weren't winning. They were bad. They were terrible. And people are always like, but you from there. I don't get to choose my parents, but I got to love them anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
it's good we open up that box because we get questioned about that. But they don't question people like Lil Wayne, why he's a Green Bay fan. Snoop Dogg, why he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Like, It's the
Just
same.
because I'm from Atlanta don't mean I got to root for the Atlanta Falcons.
Exactly.
Hey, you had a little bling on your finger. What's that bling there?
Oh, this is a championship I won in 2019. I won 2 that year. I won 1 in Mexico and I won 1 in New Mexico. So yeah, I have 5 rings and all. So I just have on my Duke City ring.
Hey man, this man is a international football player / coach.
Yes, sir.
uh, one more question before we head out. During these practices, are you gonna put the pads on?
Hey, for real, I always run routes with the guys at the beginning of practice. Warm up my legs
Okay.
and get my blood flowing. Cause my energy, they have to match my energy every day. My defensive coordinator, he the same way. We both just stopped playing a couple years ago. I retired 2023. I think he retired around 2020, 2019 or 2020 before COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
So we just now stopped playing. He went to Clark Atlanta as well, HBCU. So me and him, we very competitive with each other. So you might see us with the cleats on, going one-on-ones before practice start.
Just like Sean McVay. So I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. Man, coach, it's been an honor to catch up with you. One more question for real, and we'll get out of here. I call this Give Me More. In 2026, what do you want more of?
Oh man, I just want my guys to come in focused. I just want another ring. I want just be great. I just want to represent Atlanta well. I just want to make sure my guys do great for their family. Remember they why and why
Yeah.
they here. Understand that all these kids are loving everything they do. They'll never forget what you do. Cause I have a kid that I met in Des Moines, Iowa, and this kid say everybody picked on him. And I sat down and talked to him and whatnot, and he ended up writing me a book, like 8 pages in one day. Cause I went back the next day to go see him and see how he doing. And his teacher said he was so focused and eager to write you this book and things like that. It carry with me, and I understand how life feels when kids don't have nobody to look out for them. Because back in the day, they used to do like Big Brother, Little Brother programs. So that's something I bring back here with these guys, to help these kids believe in something. No, it's always a different angle in life. You ain't always got to play football. You ain't always got to play sports or whatnot. You could be a doctor, a police. You could be whatever you want to be in life. Just be focused. Stay on top of your grades, stay in school. We need to change the narrative of some of the things that they talk about on social media and on some of these platforms that make kids think you have to go to prison to be successful because somebody believe in you after you got out. No.
Yeah.
Think about reading a book before you get in a situation like this. Start reading as a kid, and you don't have to, put yourself in a predicament that you be stuck in them 4 walls and you ain't got no other choice but to read. You feel me?
Yeah.
Start now while you're a kid. Stay on top of your grades. Make your family happy. It's too much going on out here. You could do whatever you want to do to be successful.
Man, coach, I appreciate your time, man. You mentioned you making your family proud. Your family's proud of you, man. City of Atlanta's proud of you. What you're doing, Washington High School is proud of you. The class of 04, we proud of you. I'm proud of you. You're doing great things, man. I'm happy to see it. Can you let the people know where they can find you, where they can keep up with you, and even with the Minnesota Monsters?
Yes, the Minnesota Monsters, we have a Facebook page. Just go to the page, Minnesota Monsters. Our IG page is MN Monsters, and the same as our Twitter. You can find me on Facebook, Daron Clark Jr., and on IG, Real Dat Boy D. And yeah, you can find me on all them platforms.
And if that don't work,
when I come to Atlanta and y'all need y'all kids trained, Speed the World, I'm here.
Hey, that's a dope name, by the way.
Yeah.
And if none of those work, there's a website that y'all can use. It's called google.com. Put in Coach Daron Clark, and you'll be able to find him. You'll be able to find the Minnesota Monsters. So I appreciate you locking in with me, man. Let's do it again. Let's do a follow-up. And matter of fact, let's follow up after the season, and let's chop it up about this first season with the Minnesota Monsters, man.
Man, if you want to do it live when you come to Nashville, we can do that as well. You can meet some of my players, some of my MVP caliber linemen, O-line and D linemen, quarterback, my receiver. You can meet some of them guys, bring your kids, get autographs. it'll be a great show for them.
Hey, for sure, man. For sure. We'll definitely lock in and make it happen.
Yes, sir.
All right. And for those of you all, you already heard what to do. Lock in with Coach D. This has been More Insight. I'm your host, Chris Moore. I had Coach Daron Clark on the line with me today. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you share this with someone, especially if y'all in Minnesota. Share this. Y'all can go buy some tickets. All right. Support the team. Give that team love, because I am proof that when there's a football team that's not in the city, you're going to wish there was a football team in the city. I just have the Memphis Tigers. That's all I have, y'all. So make sure you take advantage of being in Minnesota, supporting a team that's playing for y'all and for the name on their back. So I appreciate y'all locking in with me, and we'll see y'all next time.
Take care.